Steve and Bobby had a routine. Every morning they would wake up early and have breakfast together. Steve would make some toast and coffee for himself and pour some kibble and water for Bobby. They would eat in the kitchen while listening to the radio. They would chat about the weather, the news, or anything that came to their minds. Then they would go for a walk in the park. They would greet their friends, both human and canine, and enjoy the fresh air and sunshine. Bobby would chase some squirrels and birds, while Steve would sit on a bench and read the newspaper. They would also play fetch with a tennis ball or join other dogs for a run. They would spend an hour or two in the park before heading back home. After that, they would relax in the living room. Steve would watch some TV or do some crossword puzzles, while Bobby would nap on the couch or play with her toys. They would occasionally chat with each other or cuddle for a bit. Sometimes Steve would play some music on his guitar, and Bobby would sing along with her howls. In the afternoon, they would go to the pub. Steve would have a pint of ale and a sandwich, while Bobby would have a bowl of water and a biscuit. They would mingle with the other patrons who were fond of Bobby and always gave her some attention and treats. Steve would also play some darts or cards with his mates, while Bobby would watch or join in. They would also listen to some live music or watch some sports on the TV. In the evening, they would have dinner together. Steve would cook something simple and tasty, like pasta or stew, and share some with Bobby. They would eat in the dining room while listening to some music. They would also talk about their day, their plans for tomorrow, or their memories of the past. Then when they would go to bed, Steve would read a book or listen to the radio, while Bobby would snuggle with him under the covers. They would say goodnight to each other and fall asleep peacefully. This was their routine, and they loved it. They were happy and content, living together in their cozy cottage. They did not need anything else as long as they had each other.